Hey, what's up? My name's J.M. Chaley and welcome to my channel. This month I'm doing 31 tips in 31 days, 31 author tips. And this is tip number 5. And I'm telling you to do your research. Now, I've said this a few times on my channel already. I've emphasized this. If you follow my channel, if you watch my videos, you know this is not the first time that I'm begging you to do your research. Now, admittedly, I haven't come across a lot of books that have failed to do their research. I've seen a lot of movies and haven't read Jurassic Park because I know that's a book first. But the movie, of course, right? I've seen the movie. That's a shining example of, well, that's different. That's doing your research and then ignoring your research. I did a video on that here if you want to check that out. But it's basically the same result. You have facts and you ignore them. So, I mean, Jurassic Park's wildly successful, so maybe that's a bad example. But I know I've seen movies where you're looking at something and going, that's wrong. You're wrong. That's not how this works or that works. I'm sure that if I challenged you to come up with a book, you've probably come across a book in your travels where the author didn't do their research. And if you happen to know about the subject that the author is writing about, that could pull you out of the scene and make you kind of go, wait a minute, what? You know, and it could ruin it for you, I think. At least in the moment, before you get maybe sucked back in. Hopefully they can hold your interest, and hopefully the story is good despite all that. But it certainly would jar me out of the moment. You know, there's certain subjects that I may never want to write about because the amount of research I would have to do is massive. The potential that I could get something wrong would be huge because it's so far and away from what I know, what I've experienced, of what I've lived, that I'd have to do a mountain of research to get it right that I may not even bother. Now, some writers may be like, bring it on. That's what I want to do. You know, Michael Crichton, to his credit, that's exactly what he did with Jurassic Park. He talked to paleontologists. He did a tremendous amount of research. Good on him. For me, you know, I don't know that I'd step that far out. Your mileage may vary. You know, when I research something, I want to be able to, you know, look something up, see if it's true. How does that work? Boom, put it in the book. Fine, right? When I did the Vampires of 1863, I had to do research on, you know, how large the cities were and which streets abutted the harbor and the names of bridges that existed back in the 19th century and all this kind of stuff. Easy stuff to look up. So if you're writing a period piece, if you're writing something historical, if you're writing something mechanical, how something works, you want to get it right. Even if you think you might know, maybe double check. Is this what it is? And check it out. Make sure you've got your research right. Because if you don't, you could jar a reader out of the book. And they could ding you on a review, or maybe not read the rest of your book, or they may not read your next book, or whatever. Who knows? There could be some kind of backlash to it. So that is writing tip number 5. Don't skimp on your research. And hey, research is fun. I always enjoy looking up stuff and geeking out and learning about some new thing, especially if I'm writing about it. I'm already passionate about that subject anyway, so why not read and learn more about it, right? All right, so that about wraps it up. If you like this video, please smush that like button, and as always, please subscribe. I'm posting every day in the month of July. So, I'll see you tomorrow.